Hey guys, so here's a review on the CZ Scorpion Evo 3 S2 micro pistol. That's quite a mouthful. So I got this a couple months back and just haven't gotten around to doing a review on it, but before I ever buy guns or firearms, I always like to go online and look up other reviews that people have done, so here's me just paying it forward, or paying it back, I suppose. So one thing right off the bat, I am happy with the Scorpion, but like everyone else who has probably bought the Evo 3S2 or probably any of the Evos, you have to do a couple upgrades. You would think that the Scorpion would know that people are doing all these upgrades and just go ahead and do them ahead of time, but it is what it is. Most of the upgrades are going to come from a company called Yeti Works, not to be confused with the Yeti tumblers and ice chest, but Yeti Works makes parts for various firearms, including the CZ Scorpion. It's one of the few companies that actually make the upgrades. However, the brace that it comes with a collapsible brace that slides into it kind of like an MP5, except it's a brace. Remember that, not a stock, God forbid. It's not that comfortable. You have a bar that's sticking out, so it's just not that comfortable. And honestly, I've yet to see somebody go to the range and strap this or any firearm to their wrist to try to fire it one-handed strapped onto you. Yeah, like I said, it is what it is. It's marketed as a brace, but the one brace that I found to replace it with was the SB Tactical brace. It looks nice and slim when it folds up. It goes nice and compact right up against the Scorpion, so when it is collapsed, it is pretty low profile. They have some that are much more flared out in the back. This one, like I said, just overall it looks good, it feels good, it's solid, it does stay into place, no play in it. So there's that. Before I go any further, I'll just make sure that I show you. It's not loaded, of course. Even if it was, who cares? Who cares if it's loaded? I'm doing a review on a loaded gun. Who cares? Not firing the gun inside the house, obviously. But what you will get with the gun, you will not get this with the gun. You will get this with the gun. This is a clear 20-round magazine. It's okay. It works. It keeps it as a nice slim design, but it's, like I said, is what it is. You'll probably want to go out and get 30 rounds or 35 round magazines. These were just skins that you could buy on Amazon, various patterns. You just stick them on, use a heat gun, and it works pretty good. So various patterns. I always believe in taking any weapon and making it your own. Don't just make it look like everyone else's. Just make the gun your own. So we have that. No problems with the magazine so far. I don't recall which company that was. I believe Magpul is working on getting their magazines shipped out, but this I believe I got right from CZ itself. That said, some people are against these devices. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, do you enjoy having nice grooves on your thumbs? Do you enjoy having them be rubbed raw by loading 30-round magazines over and over and over? Personally, I don't. After you've loaded hundreds of magazines, yeah, it sucks. So this is they make these for just about every caliber, I believe, every gun. These are the Lulu loaders. Easiest thing in the world. You really can't go wrong. You flip it one way, it pushes down the follower. You drop a bullet in. You flip it the other way, it pushes the follower down. You drop a bullet in. You flip it back, you drop a bullet in, and over and over and over, back and forth until you load it. takes zero effort and is incredibly fast. So it will definitely save those thumbs, that's for sure. It's very cheap. Find them anywhere online, Amazon, probably in stores. But again, they make them for just about every caliber, and what a difference it makes. Some people won't buy them because it's not manly to not have tore up thumbs. Yeah, okay. Load a couple more magazines and then we'll talk. Personally, if there's a faster way to do it, there you go. I suppose you could buy a stripper clip and zip one in that way, but yeah, sorry. Like this. So some other things from Yeti Works, and again, Scorpion is great, except it's going to be a lot better once you put some of these upgrades on them. First thing you'll notice, the grip. Now the grip, this does have a couple different interchangeable back straps on it. Again, YetiWorks.com works with a WURKS instead of ORKS. It just feels a lot better. The standard grip that it comes with is angled back farther, and it's just kind of weird hanging on to it. Because it tilts backwards a little more. I don't know, it just doesn't really go over well. Whereas this one, the angle is a little bit more vertical than it is like the stock grip. But anyways, you'll find it on YetiWorks.com, and no, I don't get paid by YetiWorks to say this stuff. I am willing to take bribes though. Please note that. But no, nobody pays me to say this. But it is a great grip, reasonably priced. It has a little storage container on the bottom. Everything is easy to install, and if you don't know how to install something, use YouTube. It's great. You can learn how to install anything on any gun virtually. Some other items of note: you have your trigger. The trigger comes with, sure, it's okay, but now you don't have to get red. I just wanted red because red's gonna jump out a little bit more. Does it feel a little bit better? Yes. Nothing is earth-shattering. Nothing is, oh my God, that's the best thing in the world. No, it is better than it was. Is it top of the line? No, I couldn't say. But it does feel better. It does work better than the stock. Now, the mag release, yeah, 100%, 200% better. The mag release lever that is on there when you get it is quite a bit smaller. So when you go to pull the magazine out, the stock one, I don't have it with me anymore, but the stock one is considerably shorter and smaller. This one is just so much easier to just grab it, pull the magazine out. Yeah, I just can't say enough about that. Again, comes in various colors. Why did I get that color? Yeah, whatever, to make it stand out, to make the gun my own. Same thing with the little Punisher skull there, little metal decal. Again, I like making the gun my own. Sue me. It does come with some iron sights. I actually like the iron sights on these because the rear sight, normally you would have to just flip it one way or the other, backward or forward, but as you'll see here, this one, let me get it just the right spot. This one is actually, it's on a wheel, so you can just continuously flip it on that wheel around and around and around, and just keep spinning it around till you get to the aperture that you want. I know that on some of the M4s you have to get your thumbnail in there and pull one away from the other. Some of them you have to flip one down, and it only has 2 options. This one has 4 different apertures, so kind of neat. The front sight, it's your standard, just like every other front sight it seems. So, but definitely solid sights. I like those. Which brings us to the other sight. Now, some people like various brands. Let me just switch it around so that you can in fact see the brand. Some people would say, oh, go with Aimpoint, Trigicon, Leupold, all excellent brands. I actually own several of their sights, but I buy a sight in relation to the quality and the price of the gun that's going on. Now, if this gun was not that much, okay, so am I going to buy a sight that costs half as much as the gun? No. Holosun is a good brand, it works, It's actually got a little solar cell on the top, so it's ready to go anytime you pull the covers off. It works great. This particular model came with the what do they call that? Full witness, so that you can see the sights all the way up and down. Yeah, there you go. You can see all the way in there. You know, it works great. Are there better ones? Sure. This one, for the price, I think Holosun, this one's probably around $200. That's comparable to the price and quality of the gun that you're getting. Now, if you're paying $2,000 or $3,000 for a gun, yeah, okay, I can see paying more for a better sight. But you know, not saying this isn't a good gun, but it works. You know, it works for the price. Now, one of the last things you get from Yeti Works, the charging handle. Now, the one, and again, if people are all replacing the same things, why not just replace them to begin with? Yeah, whatever. Charging handle is probably half the length of the one from Yeti Works. So when you replace this, it just makes it so much easier to grab it and charge it. You know, the other one, it's having it be only barely as wide as your finger, that it just makes it a little bit tougher when you're trying to charge it. So this way it makes it a lot more convenient, a lot easier to charge it, as opposed to finding a little tiny little notch to pull back. So it does come with your hand stop. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with that. I do like the Strike Industries curved hand stop. However, this is a very small area indeed, and that curved stop is not going to work on this. So unfortunately, you're going to be stuck with this or something else. Not terrible, but come on, this is a tiny gun. It's a tiny gun, so you're not going to have a lot of real estate. I think overall the weight of this is 5.5 pounds. The barrel is a little over 4 inches. Actually, I can tell you how long this is right now. So total with the SB Tactical stock, you got 23 inches. If we take the SB Tactical stock, we fold that up, we're going to be more like, we're right in the 14 inch mark. So 14 inch mark right there. Height wise, with the sight, 10 inches. Yeah, 10 inches. So I mean, without the sight, with just iron sights, you'd be about 9 inches. So it's, I mean, this is a backpack gun here. This is incredibly small, incredibly tiny. Again, look at that, marketed as a pistol. Whatever. I've had no problems with it cycling, no problems with it firing. Despite having a 4-inch and change barrel, it's extremely accurate. I know there's videos out there of guys shooting at 100 yards. I believe it. I haven't shot at 100 yards yet, but what I have shot at is dead on accurate all the way out to 30 yards. I think that's how far we have our range set up at. You know, overall, if you have the opportunity, I'd say buy it. And you should know that this particular model with the Mach silencer, suppressor, whatever. Apparently they discontinued this and they took this off to make it a little bit shorter. I honestly can't imagine how much shorter you can make it by taking that off. I think it just adds to the look of it. But if you find one with this, apparently this is a discontinued model, even though it's still listed as the Evo 3 S2 pistol. I guess the 2020 model is slightly smaller because they took that off, and God knows whatever else they took off. But if they left the stock on there, just know that you'll probably be taking the stock off and replacing it with this one. So that's it. Review of the CC Scorpion Evo 3 S2. So thanks for watching.